Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Hazy here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, even when they're not making new comics. I've been coming at you every Wednesday for almost 20 years, giving you great reasons to get down to the shop and pick up something fun to read. These days you gotta go to black-cat-comics.com and click on shop, because we can't let you into the store. But I'm here to, like I always have been, give you guys some great things to check out, give you some big ideas of things that you can be having fun with comics while you're waiting for your new issues, or while you're in hiatus, or while you're sheltered in place, or whatever's going on in your life in this crazy world these days. So, while we all wait for the next issue of our favorite comic, here's a few things that you can check out. One thing I always like to start with is team books. This is Giant Size X-Men Nightcrawler #1. You can read a little more about this one in our newsletter. This is a great jump-in point to all the X-Men stuff that's going on. X-Men has always been a great entrance point into comics. I'll bring up the team thing quite a bit over the next few minutes, but if you're a DC fan, an indie fan, any kind of fan, check out some X-Men books, because they're really awesome. This one is Jonathan Hickman and Alan Davis, two all-time greats, and give you a little taste of what's going on. And for more taste of what's going on, this is where it all kind of started. This is the Black Cat pack for Powers of 10, 1 through 6. This is the Black Cat pack of House of X 1 through 6. And then this is the Black Cat pack of X-Men 1 through 6 with that really awesome Jean Grey Art Germ cover. What's a Black Cat pack? A Black Cat pack is a pack of comics that represents the same content as the trade paperback, X-Men #1 through 6, for example. I like to make these little packs so people don't have to wait for the trades to come out, so trade paperback people can enjoy the comics in their original form, all that kind of good stuff. You can find these on the website, of course, or you can give us a call and we can ship these out to you. Black Cat packs are tons of fun. But anyway, these are your three originating points for all this X-Men stuff. X-Men 1 through 6, House of X, Powers of X. There's also X-Force and Excalibur and all kinds of X stuff. Go to the Marvel website and check out all the cool X-Men stuff. Like I say, if you're looking for something fun to read, there's a ton of great X-Men stuff going on right now. This is Avengers #31. That's your most recent jump-in point. I'm going to show you a few jump-in points going on right now, like the X-Men, like the Avengers here, Justice League that I'm going to talk about in a minute. I love recommending team books, so you can find a new favorite character, a new reader can find a character that they're drawn to. Avengers has always been my favorite book, kind of for that reason, because it's always introduced me to new characters while keeping me up with my favorite classic characters. Love me some Avengers. Anybody can jump into the Avengers and have a good time. Captain America #20. Another one of my all-time favorite books. You know I'm never going to miss a chance to talk up Captain America. #20 is your jump-in point. Again, great time to be a Cap fan. Doesn't get any more classic than Captain America. If you, I don't know, again, are a DC fan or an indie fan or whatever, jump into some Captain America, because that's awesome. Amazing Spider-Man #41. Everybody ever has always loved Amazing Spider-Man. If you don't love Spider-Man, then maybe comics just isn't for you, because like I say, everybody's always loved Amazing Spider-Man. If you've been away for a long time, #41 is a great time to come back. Sort of classic Spidey these days. And Spider-Woman #1 is your first issue jump-in point. I've never read a comic before. What can I read? Pick up Spider-Woman #1. As we talked about in the talk show last Saturday, this is a really great book for checking out something new, checking out something current, checking out something classic. Spider-Woman's a great character. Moving over to the DC guys, it's a lot of the same kind of thing. This is Justice League #40. That's your most recent jump-in point to DC's A-list team. Always loved Justice League. Again, like the X-Men, Justice League has always been a great entrance point to the DCU, to comics, to whatever you like, because everybody's in this book. All the big heroes, all the big villains. Anybody can find the character that they're drawn to, and Justice League is really good right now. The big gun. This is Batman #86. Great stuff. Everybody, a little like Spider-Man, everybody loves Batman. So if you're a Marvel guy, you're an indie fan, whoever you are, everybody loves Batman. Batman's really awesome right now. This has been one of the best books in comics for years and years and years. You know, we talked up the Tom King run. This number 86 begins Tinian's run, which is already off to a gangbusters start. Everybody should be reading Batman right now. Pick up number 86 if for some reason you're one of the 3 people on Earth not reading Batman. Curse of the White Knight, number 1, is another Batman book I just had to throw out really quick. You can pick up the trade paperback for the first series, or just pick up this first issue to the sequel. Everybody's talking about this book. And again, you don't really have to know anything about continuity or anything about anything really to enjoy this book, because it's kind of its own universe. Superman number 18 is your latest jump-in point, and this one is actually pretty historically significant. You can see right there on the cover, this one is the big reveal issue. I'm a huge Superman fan. I've been loving the Bendis stuff. He's been doing this since Action 1000. It's sort of a Superman renaissance these days. I know he has his critics, but I'm not one of them. If you haven't read Superman for a long time, pick up number 18, because that's tons of fun. And Wonder Woman 71, or 751, sorry, along with Flash number 751 are your jump-in points to 2 all-time great, all-time classic characters. I know Flash is super popular these days and doesn't need much help from me, but if you haven't been reading Flash, or you've been away for a while, or again, you're a Marvel person, you're an indie person, you want something new, something different, something to keep you busy, Flash is an awesome book, has been for a long time. And Strange Adventures, much like Spider-Woman, Strange Adventures is your first issue. I don't know anything about comics, what can I read book? And if you do know something about comics, you know this one's already in your stack, because you love Tom King, you love Mitch Gerads, you love anything Strange Adventures. Good stuff. Love me some Adam Strange. Speaking of Strange, let me talk real quick about some Dark Horse comics. This is your Black Cat pack for the first series of Stranger Things. While you're sheltered in place, you're probably checking out some of your favorite shows. Maybe you've been rewatching some Stranger Things. There are 3 different series from the comics. This first series takes place during season 1, so you can rewatch season 1 while you read Stranger Things 1 through 4 in this especially cool Black Cat pack. You know I talk up Dark Horse Comics all the time. They do a million great things like Alien and Predator and Hellboy and on and on and on and on and on. There's tons of great Dark Horse comics to be checking out. Again, there's whole universes of things you're probably not too familiar with. So if you're looking for something new, something different, something to keep you busy, check out Dark Horse Comics, check out some Stranger Things. Moving on to the Image guides. Same kind of deal. There's lots and lots of Image comics that I could be talking about, but here's my current favorite. This is the volume 1 of Black Science. I love Black Science because I love pulpy, dark sci-fi. I talk up Image all the time. Image does a fantastic job of genre fusion. It's a great access point for new readers. Just about any volume 1 from Image Comics is something that somebody could jump into without knowing too much about anything. They could just dive in and enjoy some great sequential art. They have an endless range of genres and art styles and writers and everything else. Of the million things I could show you, like Saga and Walking Dead and Spawn and Witchblade and all the stuff you know, there's all of that you can get into, but I wanted to show you some Black Science so you can check out something new, fun, cool, and exciting. Love me anything from Rip Remender. Good stuff there. IDW, with books like Transformers and books like The Mighty TMNT, keeps the 80s going. IDW, like Dark Horse, does an endless range of all kinds of things, but I wanted to show you a couple of their bigger properties. If you love the 80s stuff, if you love G.I. Joe or Transformers or the TMNT, go to idwpublishing.com, find some cool stuff that they do, then go to black-cat-comics.com and score some cool stuff. Transformers Terminator is big on my list right now. Red Sonja. This is Red Sonja number 1. That's one of my favorite Dynamite books these days. Dynamite has a ton of great books, ton of great classic licensed property stuff like Red Sonja, Vampirella, Warlord of Mars, among many other things. But like Black Science, I want to pitch a little Red Sonja. This is the first issue. Again, you're a Marvel person, you're a DC person. There's tons of publishers that I show you every week in these videos that have lots and lots of great books that you would really get into if you gave them a try. And in the absence of your favorite titles, you have time and a little budget to give a try to some other new fun and exciting things like that. Or like Buffy the Vampire Slayer from Boom Studios. Been talking up all the Boom Studios stuff, all the Whedonverse books. I love me some Buffy and Angel. I love me some Firefly. Boom also does Planet of the Apes, which is one of my favorite franchises of all time. So again, go to boomstudios.com, go to black-cat-comics.com and pick up some awesome Boom Studios comics. And Archie is another thing I talk up all the time. This is the latest volume 1 in the, I don't know what you'd say, more PG-13 universe. The first series was written by Mark Waid, one of my all-time favorites. The new ones are being done by Nick Spencer. They do this one, they do Jughead. Then they have the whole line of horror books that I've been talking about, like Afterlife with Archie, Vampironica, Jughead, all kinds of great stuff. Again, keep you busy while you're waiting for your other favorite titles. Check out some Archie stuff, because Archie is better than it's ever been. And then the all ages stuff. You know, I'm always pushing you guys to check out some all ages books, and these days you might be spending more time with the little ones, so pick up some Marvel Action. IDW and Marvel have gotten together to do a whole line of all ages books. Which one am I showing you? That's Spider-Man #1. They do Spider-Man, Black Panther, Captain Marvel. They do The Avengers, which again gets back to my team book thing. You got a little one, you're getting into comics, pick them up a book with all kinds of different characters so they can find the character that they're drawn to, and that will lead them on to other things. And Star Wars Adventures is my last all ages book, because everybody loves Star Wars, and again, for you, for the little one in your life, they're self-contained, they're all ages appropriate, and it's Star Wars, so what's more fun than that? There's always lots of great books to check out. All kinds of different publishers, all kinds of publishers, artists, writers, creators, characters, etc., etc., etc. Like I say, while you're waiting for your new thing to come down the pike, give something new a try. There's an endless array, 80 years, decades of content. Last but not least, want to throw out there, this weekend we would be going to WonderCon. So check out the Comic Shop Talk live show this weekend, 2 o'clock. On the Facebook page and on the YouTube channel. We're going to do a little retrospective of some of the shows that we go to. We're going to talk a little bit about shows that we've been to, things that we missed about the shows, things that we look forward to getting back to at the shows. And you know, we would be coming back with great classics like this. This is a Superman book written by Alan Moore. If you didn't know, Alan Moore did a couple of Superman books. This is the second part of Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. This is the first issue of Batman Year One. This is The Death of the Flash. This is X-Men 100. These are all books that we've been putting up on the website recently. We've been working really hard to get all of our material up on the site. So go to the site, check out some cool stuff. Like I say, that's a lot of what we would be bringing back from the shows if we were going there, but we can't. So lots and lots of fun things to do. Never a dull moment here in comics. So go to black-cat-comics.com, pick up something fun to read and have a good time with that. Check us out this Saturday at 2 o'clock. Tune in for the interactive live show. That's all I got for you for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you Saturday.